So you've probably seen those messages flying around on WhatsApp and social media, right? The ones that cause that little bit of panic about the 500 note. Well, today we're going to cut through all that noise and get straight to the facts. Stick with me and we'll sort out the fiction from the reality. This is the big question, isn't it? And let's be real. After the shock of demonetization a few years back, any rumor about currency can make your heart skip a beat. You see that message from a friend or a family member and you immediately think, oh no, is the cash in my wallet about to become worthless paper again?
Okay, let's just get straight to the point. The answer is a clear, simple, and absolute no. Your 500 rupee notes are not being banned. But to really put this whole rumor to bed, we need to dig into where it started and what the officials are actually saying. All right, first things first. To really get to the bottom of this, we've got to put the misinformation right next to the reality. So let's take a look at the specific claims that are making the rounds and compare them side by side with the official facts from the government and the RBI.
See, look at this. On one side, you have the rumor, and it sounds so specific, so official sounding with that March 2026 deadline, right? But then you look at the reality. The government and the Reserve Bank of India couldn't be clearer. 500 notes are not going anywhere. They are and will remain perfectly valid legal tender. And the rumors didn't stop there, did they? They got really specific, claiming that ATMs were just going to stop spitting out 500 notes. But again, as you can see, the reality is the total opposite. There are absolutely no plans to stop you from getting your 500 notes at the ATM. And this quote right here, it really just seals the deal. This isn't some soft denial. When the authorities use words like completely false, they're trying to shut down any and all speculation, full stop. The key takeaway here is simple. The notes are valid, and the official word is final. So you might be wondering, if the 500 rupee note isn't being banned, then where on earth did all this confusion come from? Well, it turns out there is a small policy change happening with ATMs, but it's been totally twisted and misunderstood. Let's break down what's actually going on. So the real policy is something the RBI is calling a better currency mix. And notice the wording here. It's not about taking anything away. It's about adding more options. The whole idea is just to get banks to put more 100 and 200 notes into their ATMs. And why? Well, it's all for our convenience. This really gets to the why of it all. I mean, think about it. How many times have you tried to pay for something small, like a snack or an auto ride, and all you have is a big note? This whole thing is just about making those little daily transactions smoother for everybody. It's about convenience and making sure we have a good variety of notes out there, not just the big ones. Okay, let's just pause here for a second, because if you remember one thing from all of this, let it be this. The entire policy is about addition, not subtraction. They're adding more tens and $200 to help us out. They are not getting rid of the $500 note. That is the entire story. All right, so for our final section, how do you stay informed? This kind of fake news spreads like wildfire because it taps into our fears. So how do you protect yourself from falling for the next viral rumor? Because there's going to be a next one. Here's a quick guide to finding the truth. Think of this as your truth toolkit. First, always go straight to the horse's mouth. The RBI website, official government press releases, that's your gold standard. Second, get a little skeptical with those viral forwards. Before you even think about sharing, just ask yourself, who sent this? Is this a credible source? And third, do a quick check with verified news outlets. It's their job to actually confirm facts. So, let's bring it all home with the one message you really need to remember. After all the noise, the rumors, and the confusion, the truth is actually very simple. Your 500 rupee notes are safe. They are valid, and they are not being withdrawn. You can, and you should, keep using them with total confidence. And there you have it. You're now officially in the know. You have the facts, and that means you have the power to stop this misinformation in its tracks. The next time you see that panicked message pop up, you'll know exactly what's real. So the only question left is, who will you help by sharing the truth?